2020, a new frontier for entertainment, and hopefully a good one at that. It's about that time of the year when I get ridiculously excited about all the upcoming stories. The best way for me to deal with this excitement is to share it. In no particular order, here are the many things I'm excited about this year. Coming off of the amazing film year of 2019, 2020 has to do something big to not seem weak in comparison. While many of the year's gems don't reveal themselves until Oscar season, here are some of the films that I'm practically counting down the days to. My most hyped film of the year is Dune. Denis Villeneuve has impressed me year after year, and after reading the novel, which was a feat in and of itself, I am ridiculously excited to see what he can pull off. If he can manage to translate Blade Runner's amazing visuals or Prisoner's pure intensity into the desert of Arrakis, I'll be extremely pleased. Dune covers the epic tale of a royal Paul Atreides as he arrives on Arrakis in an effort to keep his family's influence alive in a chaotic universe, essentially peak Game of Thrones in outer space. Timothée Chalamet, Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, and Zendaya, and the rest of the massive cast starring, I cannot wait until December. Outside of Denis, I've always loved the sci-fi influence of Christopher Nolan. Based on my last video, you may already know how much I love Interstellar, and Tenet seems like a true return to form for the creative director. The trailer, while cryptic, shows off some Nolan visuals that I love so deeply and promises a time travel infused take on spy espionage. The cast, led by John David Washington and Robert Pattinson, is equally as enticing. In July, this is my most hyped summer blockbuster. There are rarely directors with films more interesting to watch than Edgar Wright. His style of editing, shot structure, and comedy is amazing, which makes me ridiculously excited for Last Night in Soho. This film is promised to be a psychological horror film, which ramps my excitement as high as it can go. Starring Thomasin McKenzie, who is fantastic in Jojo Rabbit, as well as no stranger to horror Anya Taylor-Joy, I'll be seeing this day one in September. The summer also has more to be excited about. Between Pixar's Soul, which seems like a true return to form following the sequel craze, the exciting In the Heights, and Daniel Craig's goodbye to the franchise No Time to Die, I will be quite busy. Some of the highlights in this year include the horror film Antlers, Aaron Sorkin's Trial of Chicago 7, because it's Aaron Sorkin, and Wes Anderson's absolutely stacked cast in French Dispatch. This year has the potential to be an amazing year for movies, and I am ready for it. As for games, this is a bit of an odd year. With the end of a console generation and a bunch of delays already recorded, I'm curious to see how everything shakes out. Regardless, here are some games that I cannot wait for. In 2013, I saw a trailer for a game called Cyberpunk 2077. It was an amazing trailer, but my hype didn't truly ramp up until I got into CD Projekt Red's The Witcher 3 in 2015. Ever since, I've been grabbing at any news concerning the game. After a brief delay this year, it seems it's finally almost here. Between the care CDPR puts into the open world, the amazing side quests, and the promise of a whole new story, September will be a busy month. As for sequels, nothing makes me more excited than The Last of Us 2. Having played the original game a few times now, I'm excited more and more every day for the continuation of Ellie's story and what else Naughty Dog can blow me away with. The trailers so far have been fantastic, and with this game also being delayed, I seem to be watching them more and more. With the game being pushed to May, I can see where most of my time will go. On the Nintendo side, we get a good antithesis to the previous two games, Animal Crossing, New Horizons. The Switch seems like it was built for an Animal Crossing game, and following its delay, yep, there's a pattern here. I cannot wait to delve into the island life. Between crafting, multiplayer, and the calm lifestyle that is Animal Crossing, March will be a busy time. Outside of these, there's a few other games I wanted to highlight. Between the bloody action of Doom Eternal, the horror of Resident Evil 3, the cartoonish mythology of gods and monsters, 2020 is shaping up to be a good year. I also can't leave out Ghost of Tsushima. Sony's releases often knock it completely out of the park, and this absolutely beautiful feudal Japan game looks to be no different. The question also arises, what will the surprises be? Next gen titles? What indie films will shine at the end of the year? That's something that I love about entertainment, the small surprises that catch buzz and seem to infest every corner of that medium's fan base. 2020 is here, and all I can do is hope that I can see all that it has to offer.